Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Mother Guidance Tarot. Today I wanted to introduce you to the Tarot to Go. I saw it on Amazon.ca and it goes for $10.99 Canadian. I'm not sure if it's cheaper in the United States, but here in Canada it's only $10.99. And it's advertised to, have a little set you could throw in your purse or throw in your backpack or whatever. And, it's easily traveled. So I was really curious about, what was in here. So I ordered it, not even really understanding exactly how small it is. And I think that was my first question, like, ooh, how small are these cards going to be? How small is the deck really, So I thought I'd show you a bit of a comparison. Here is the After Tarot. Most book tarot sets come in this size. So what you'd be getting with the Tarot to Go is that. As you can see, it's quite substantially smaller than your typical book set. However, it's a little deceiving because when I opened it up, I realized that, of course, the book is tiny and stuff, but the cards were actually a decent size, and I'll show you that in a minute. But what I was particularly surprised about was the amount of information in this tiny little book, and it's so well put together. First of all, it covers everything. By the time you get through this little book, there's enough information in here for any beginner to be able to do, 4 different spreads and to be able to read the cards. Of course, the meanings in this little booklet are basic. It's fairly basic. It doesn't go into depth, but you've got just enough information to be able to start off and give yourself a little reading or something to practice with. So for beginners, if you're looking to gift somebody, especially with Christmas coming around, I love this idea. In fact, I may give this one to my niece. I'm not sure yet. However, anyhow, just to let you know what it covers in here, it actually covers how to give a reading. There's 4 different spreads: the 10-card spread, Celtic Cross, 7-card, or the horseshoe spread. It also covers every single card, gives a little description and the meaning for the major arcana, minor arcana, the court cards, and of course, all the 4 suits. And what I love about this little book is that it's all color, and every single page, often I've seen, even in the bigger sets, you won't even get, a picture for every single card with the description and the meaning, and this one even includes reversed meanings. So what I really loved about it is that every single card is covered with the actual picture, and it saves you from going through your deck and finding the card and whatnot. So yeah, it's a great little book. It explains the court cards well. I found that the descriptions were, quite accurate. It's just a great little book to start with. I've looked at other beginner books that weren't this thorough even. So really enjoyed this little book. Very well put together. And the Hansen deck was actually a bit bigger than I thought it would be. I thought it might be a bit smaller than this, but just to show you here, here's the back of the cards, and of course, it's I always get this wrong, it's the Mary Hansen Roberts deck. So it's got the beautiful, I just love the back of the card here, and these are the actual pictures here. I'll turn them around. Now with the Mary Hansen deck, it's Rider-Waite friendly. Pretty much what her idea was, the Mary Hansen deck focuses on taking the Rider-Waite scene and zooming in on the picture. So they're close-ups of all the pictures of what you would find in a regular Rider-Waite deck. And it gives enough symbolism and scenery, though, for you to be able to read it properly. Of course, with the Rider-Waite, everything is about the picture. You're actually reading the picture, right? So I just loved it, and I love the pencil coloring she uses in it. Actually, all the images are kind of look like storybook pictures to me, you know, and it's just absolutely lovely. I don't have the larger deck, but after receiving this and having a good look at the imagery, I really want to order the actual size deck now. And I think that goes for like $28 on Amazon.ca. Just to give you an idea of exactly how big the cards are. Here is your regular sized, this is the Radiant Rider-Waite. This is the actual size of an actual tarot card. Put out by US Games are typically this size. And so, and in comparison to a regular sized tarot card, this is what you would be getting here. I'll just do it this way so you can see better. There, so it is quite smaller than the regular sized tarot, but when you want something to go, that's exactly what you want, right? Also, another, you know, if you're not a beginner and you've been doing readings for a while, and you might, you know, while you're doing a reading, sometimes you need to pull a clarifying card. I'd love to use this deck just for my clarifying cards. Because it's, you know, they're not so big, they're easier to see, and you're not covering up all your other cards. So, you know, those who read tarot a lot know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, to show you in comparison to, this is actually my Smith-Waite tarot deck, and it's the mini, which is actually a regular size playing card here. Just to show you in comparison, this is the exact same size as a regular card playing deck. So in comparison to a regular sized card, it's not that much smaller. So it's not as small as I thought this deck was going to be, which I was quite pleased about. You know, it shuffles really well. You know, it shuffles really well. Fits great in your hand. I just love the feel of it. The only criticism that I saw on Amazon.ca was that the cards were too small and too thin. First of all, I don't think they're too small. And yes, they are thin. Much, you know, it's a much thinner card stock than your regular playing deck. And of course, other products put out by US Games like the Rider-Waite Tarot. But they're sturdy, and they're definitely sturdy enough to use. I don't think it's a big issue. As long as you take good care of your cards, there shouldn't be an issue with that. You know, they're not super glossy or anything, and they're easy. You know, they slide off nice. None of the cards were sticking like some of the decks I've gotten. The cards just stick. You lose, you know, some of the color off of the cards, but I didn't have that problem with these. They're fantastic. Anyways, I really think this was a great little investment for me. I'm definitely going to pick up another set of these. And like I said, if you're a tarot reader and you'd like a smaller deck, this is definitely one to get. And also, if you want to share the gift of tarot and pass it along and introduce it to people, I would definitely, you know, for the price and for the quality, I would absolutely, you know, introduce the tarot to people with this little package right here. I was actually quite impressed, because for $10.99 you don't think you're getting much, but I think there's a lot here in a little package. So, well, I'll put that back in later. So anyways, that is my review. I say go for it. You know, you're thinking about getting this little package, you got nothing to lose. It's only $10.99. And I think you'll be just as impressed as I was. Oh, here it says on the label in the US it retails for $8.95. So really, what do you got to lose? Get a bunch of them and share the gift of tarot with people. Well, thanks for stopping by and looking in. I hope my review was helpful. And be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be doing some more reviews and stuff. So I'll talk to you later. Thanks for dropping by.